Hey everyone, Kyle here, ready to get started on our next episode of Let's Play Darkest Dungeon. Last time we kind of went through the tutorial and tried to complete the first mission of the game and failed spectacularly. We lost our Crusader in the tutorial mission, and we lost one of our Plague Doctors in the second mission, and so we bailed out. Fortunately, we got some good heroes. We got a Barbarian, who's a very good front of the line player who will kind of take the role that our Crusader would have taken for most of the time had I not lost him in the first game. We recruited a Jester and a Leper. So we still just have our healer here, Baudry, which is a great name, but she's kind of stressed out. She's rocking I don't know if we can actually see it. Yeah, 48 of 100. So she's nearly halfway stressed out. So we are going to have a lot of work to do to keep her from getting really stressed out. And if she does get stressed out and we don't get a healer on the next batch of heroes that arrive, we could be in serious trouble. But for the time being, let's kind of take a look at what we've got here. Unfortunately, whatever skills they have for the moment we're stuck with, we will eventually get a way to train new skills and we can add and remove skills. She doesn't really like being if I want her to attack, she's going to need to be in one of the front two, but she can only heal from the back two, so I'll probably end up putting her there. Like I said, I think she can use all of her skills from, so she'll definitely be in the attack. Pennant. Peveril, he kind of prefers being in the second position. He can't use his solo, which looks like it's I guess it reduces the accuracy of the target, so it's an enemy debuff. And then we have Rames here, who also likes being, oh man, this is bad. I guess I'll put the Jester third. He'll lose. He won't be able to use this, so he'll basically just have Harvest or Slice off. Because I definitely want him. I don't want him in the third because he can't do anything. So, here's what we'll do. We will embark. Actually, let's see if I can't. Let me just double check and make sure. Yep, nope, I can't unlock any weapons or abilities. So, alright, yep, we'll disembark here. And we still have this first mission, short mission. Our goal is to complete 100% of room battles. So off we go. Let's see. We'll put her first. We'll put him. He wants to be second, right? Yep. So we'll put Rames second. Oops, sorry about that. Pepper will be third, and Baudry will be last. So this time we're going to take a shovel. We had so much bleed damage last time. I'm going to take 3 of these. Take 8 food and 8 torches. Yeah, it's going to take us pretty low. I might actually just take 6 torches and just hope we get lucky. We can find torches in the mission and stuff like that. So I just don't want to spend too much money, because one of the things you have to balance is how much do you spend on each mission so that you have enough when you get back to actually use the remaining gold you have for upgrades and stress reduction and things like that. So I'm just going to kind of go with this. And off we go. All right.
Things must be driven back. And what better place to begin than the seat of our noble line?
So this is kind of a bad layout, because no matter what we do, I'm going to try to go this way. But we could end up having to backtrack quite a bit if these aren't. So I could go 1, 2, and then just backtrack. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I'm going to go this way and just try to knock out this room, and then hopefully we can skip this room, hopefully all the battles, because like I mentioned in the last video, backtracking adds stress, and we want to sort of avoid any unnecessary stress, especially for our healer here, but we will go ahead and move to this room. And we got surprised the very first time. We had 100% light. Not sure why we got So they're going to use an attack that pulls us forward, which is fine because that basically just reset us. So we got surprise and then reset. So that worked very much in our favor. These enemies here, these cultist acolyte, they basically just deal out stress. So we want to kind of take care of them as quickly as possible if we can. So we'll use judgment. I believe that stuns. No, just it adds to the light. Good dodge there by Rames. That's a critical attack, and it's a rinse, so it also applies a bleed to us, so we will definitely be using one of our bandages that we bought. So he can do a chop. One of these two, 8 to 16 damage. He can do 5 to 11 damage to both of them. What does 3 do? 3 is a buff to himself, so it gives him a 40% damage, reduces his accuracy, and raises his crit chance. I don't think we'll do that. Actually, I think we're going to use Hugh and try to do a lot of damage. 2 7s, not bad. Peveril, so we can do either Harvest, which we can do 2 to 4 damage to both of these, or we could do Slice Off, which would do 4 to 7. We might get a kill with Slice Off here, although I do want to take out this acolyte, and since he can attack her, I'm going to do that. 6 damage is nice, and puts a bleed on him, which is good. So she has Wicked Hack, which is just a basic melee attack. If it bleeds, is a bleed, applies bleed. Looks like it does a little bit of damage to them. 6 to 12 damage, and bleeds them, which is nice. Adrenaline Rush is a buff for herself, and Bleed Out is, does it do damage? 6 to 13 damage, and looks like it probably applies a bleed as well. So she's got lots of bleeds. Can we attack anyone? Yeah, so with this attack here, I can attack the person in the back, so that's what I'm going to do. And we got a kill. Awesome.
A faint hope blossoms.
Oh, I meant to use that bandage. I got to remember to do that. So now he can't attack. He can only attack the first, so it's 4 to 7 or 2 to 4, so we'll just do 4 to 7. Put a bleed on him. I'm actually going to heal her just because I can. It won't take the bleed off of her, but... And I'm going to heal again with him. Oh, that was excellent. I wish I could... Yeah, so I can use the bandage. We'll get rid of that bleed. We'll take our spoils. Light is at 94 is good, so we shall move on. Got a box here. Let's let him open that. Get some snatched heirlooms, which is good. We'll let Peveril open this as well. It's locked and it is trapped. So we took some damage and some stress for doing that, it looks like. Alright, we'll use a torch before we go into the room here.
The match is struck. A blazing star is born.
And hopefully, if there are enemies in here, we can get it surprised. There's nothing in here. So we'll just go on to the next room. You can see, so she's starting to say this kind of stuff. She's stressed out, right? So she's freaking out a little bit. This is just a free torch, so it doesn't matter who gets it. I don't think anything bad can happen to you. Maybe it can. I haven't seen it. And we're going to use a torch because we're at 76 light.
As the light gains purchase, spirits are lifted and purpose is made clear.
Here we go. And another room with no enemies in it. So now, unfortunately, that means we have to backtrack. We'll just go here. As you can see, so we're walking backwards through this room, and they will just take stress. It's not guaranteed, but your stress is reduced. So here we have hunger. This is just a random thing. The exertions of adventuring have reduced a growing hunger amongst the party. We can eat 4 food to regain 5 health. So we will do that. And move on. So you can see she just took stress there. If there were no enemies in a room before, there won't be enemies in a room when you go back to it. Again, I haven't encountered that yet if that is not the case. So Ren, We'll put a bleed on us. We resisted the bleed though. That's good. Another Ren coming in. And he did get the bleed, so on his turn, we will use the bandage. We can do 3 to 6 damage. I'm going to attack the stuff in the back. Raise our light. Keep our light high. Tempting Goblet. I believe that is a stress attack. Yeah, a lot of stress. That's 19 stress for that attack alone. It's 2 to 4 damage. 4 to 7. I want to kill that guy because they can pump out the stress. So yeah, we would definitely want to use a bandage here. Get rid of that bleed effect. And yeah, I'm going to go with good old Hugh. 6 and 8, not bad. And yeah, I want to take out this person in the back. There we go. So that'll prevent them from just adding unnecessary stress to us. Yeah, we'll just keep going for the high damage. Got another kill there, that's great. And I'll just melee. Sorry, I probably say that wrong. Probably annoy some people, but
this expedition at least promises success.
All right. So that went well. Ooh, trap on my already stressed out person. So as you can see, she's now 81 of 100. I'm going to use him again just because he has the highest amount of health. Good. Alright, let's use a torch. Let's use another one.
In
We're at
radiance,
100.
may we find victory.
Here we go. Combat. Still no surprise. This quarrel is nasty. Yeah, 10 crit.
About to break.
Alright. I'm going to use a heal on him. Heal for 4. Not bad. Good dodge by Peveril. The Ren's going to put a bleed on us. I think we still have some bandages. Not sure. Yeah, I'm just going to stick with this. Slice off attack. Probably should have went for her. Because she has this. He dodged that, thank God. Alright, if we have a bandage, we're going to use it. And since this thing is about to die, we should probably kill it. Just to move this cultist acolyte into a better position. So yeah, we're just going to try, yeah, big crit there, 24. So that's good because stress resolution rolled down the line, which is great. And now I'm going to hew both of these two. Got 11 damage on the acolyte, which is amazing. Quarrel's coming in again. And yeah, we're just going to hit this acolyte. Oh, she dodged. Not good. And I'm going to just try to take her out. 9. Perfect. Alright. We're doing okay. We're doing okay. We'll use... Oh. That hurt. Alright. Ooh, a crit. And it's going to bleed us. So we're definitely going to heal her. And if we have another bandage, I'm going to try to staunch that bleeding. You do have characters that will get abilities to stop bleeding too, so that will come into play. Yeah, we'll do that again. Ah, they're dodging it, so gonna have to pick another attack for him. We are out of bandages, so we're just gonna have to go with it. I'm just gonna have a try to take that one out. Got a stress relief. Alright. Dodge. We'll do a heal since she's still bleeding. He has no attacks because he can't attack anything in the first row, which is terrible. If he passes, he suffers stress. I don't really want to do that. I'll just move him back, and I can move him at the end of the combat. I just didn't want him to take stress. I think she still can do stuff from the 3rd position. So we'll just kind of take this person out as quickly as we can. Yeah, she can still heal, so that's good. Oh, he can't do anything from there either. Wow, so we'll just move him again. It's kind of annoying. Man, this guy... What? He must have some kind of... something that's messing with his accuracy. I'll have to look into that. I'm going to heal her just because she doesn't bleed. I know the Jester has lower health, but... There we go. So let's take a look at this guy and see if he's got something that's... So his accuracy is reduced for a quirk. So rabies is causing him to have minus 10 to accuracy. He does more damage when he does hit, but he misses a lot. So that's not great. I'm going to have our healer open this. It's trap. Let's put a blight on her, which sucks. But it is what it is. Alright, I'm going to go down and hopefully once we go to these two rooms we will have completed 100% of room battles. We're doing okay. I mean, stress is starting to really pile up on her. Health wise, you know, we're not doing so great either. Alright, so again, Bone Courtier does a stressful incantation, so we want to take that person out. So now I will heal the Jester. And I'm going to use my Jester to take out this Courtier as quickly as possible, just because if the Courtier hits my healer will probably have her resolve tested. And that, like I said, cannot necessarily be a good thing. Usually it's bad. Ugh. So he heals and he has protection for his withstand. This also does it 10 to accuracy. I don't want to do that. So let's just try chop. Oh man, this guy is terrible. I didn't have a choice. I had to bring him, but man. It's not going very well. So keep our Jester healed up. I mean, this guy is almost useless. So let's have... So we got rid of that. Got some stress reduction as well, which is good. Oh, see, but there you go. When he does get a hit, it's huge. So, let's see. Oh, she can actually cure... Oh, I didn't realize that. She can take bleed off of herself and buff herself. She gives herself a plus damage. That is nice. And here we are again with our Jester not able to do anything. So I'm going to just heal. She can do a judgment. I'm going to do that. And she heals herself too with that attack, which is nice. She does 6 damage and healed herself for 3. I'm going to try. There we go.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
Alright, so what do we have here? An altar of light. I'm gonna have the Constressor out. I'm gonna have the leper deal with this. So he got a buff. He got 20% damage buff. So here is why we bring the shovel.
Even the cold
because if you don't have
bent on preventing passage.
If you don't have a shovel, you will take stress from having to dig through this rubble pile with your hand. So it's always a good idea to bring at least one shovel, especially these missions. There may be some that are more likely to have rubble piles, but I'm going to make sure we get up to 100.
The path is clear. We require only the strength to follow it.
So our focus is going to be taking out these 2 bone arbalists, because that oral attack can be pretty bad. So she's got a ranged attack there, so we'll do that. My Jester, I believe, is not going to have attack. Thank goodness she dodged that. Do I have... Let's see. Six to 12. 6 to 12. She can't attack these guys in the back at all. This has a higher crit chance, so beautiful. I'll go with that. And that will allow her. So we'll just move him. And that attack knocked her back and stunned her. So now we're stuck with, we'll try the AoE attack. He actually hit. Did 14 damage, which is amazing. There's Squirrel. Like I said, is nasty. Good dodge there. We should probably heal our Jester, even though he's kind of useless. I just don't want him to die. Or he can attack here. We'll go for this. Got a kill and did some damage, but now he will be out of attack, so I think he can only attack. First two. Let's try this again, and of course they dodge because he is terrible. I think we're going to be okay. I mean, we are starting to kind of fall apart here, but this could be the last battle. I think this is that knockback attack, right? She resisted it though, which is good. So he's got a 55% chance to hit there. He's got a 55% chance to hit either one. Whew, there we go. That is nice. Alright.
These nightmarish creatures can be felled.
And that is the end of the dungeon. So that is great. So these guys didn't take too much stress. I mean, she was about halfway there anyway, but hopefully we will get a healer in the next load of people that arrive. You know, since she is going to be stressed out anyway, and her health, I'm just going to have her open this night. Oh, we're doing some scouting there, it appears, and there's some treasure there. I may go get that because I think the room battles are over, and we just scout it, and there's no enemies. But actually, we didn't scout those two, so I'm not going to do that. So she got a buff for doing that, which is fine. All right. So we completed our first mission this time.
Returned to rest. Devils remanded to their abyss.
Lots of crests for upgrades. We got 3,000 gold in just plain rewards plus 1625 that we found. And looks like we got some level up on our Hellion. And Rames here leveled up. He got Warren's Phobe. Warren's is one of the dungeons type, so he'll have 20% stress, minus 20% stress resist when in those dungeons. He has a chance to turn any miss into a hit, which could work well for him since he does have rabies. That's interesting. So he has a pretty high, he has a negative to accuracy, but he has a chance to turn any miss into a hit. That'll be interesting to see what happens. I may not be so concerned with trying to get that rabies taken off of him. So Peveril got flawed release, which is a minus 3 crit on range attacks, but he got a move resist, which means, you know, when heroes or when enemies attack him, he's less likely to get pushed back or pulled forward. And she got a push or a bonus to Beast Slayer, which is cool. And I think we will have unlocked a few more buildings when we get back into town too. So be interesting to see what happens there.
I remember days when the sun shone and laughter could be heard from the tavern.
Alright. So this Moss had a night on the town and recovered 56 stress. So you can see, like, he wasn't even able to get rid of all of his stress, but, you know, that much, as long as they're below 50, I'm okay with sending them out on missions. I mean, I prefer them to have less, but that's not, I mean, as you know, that's about where Baudry was, and she came out okay. So Cecil became enlightened. Oh no. No, he already had that, I thought. That's weird. So yeah, we unlocked the blacksmith and the guild and the Weald dungeon. So, let's take a look at what we got. First of all, I always like to check our stagecoach. We did not get a healer, which is bad. I don't know that. So lunge, shadow fade, thrown dagger, and a toxin trickery. I need someone for that second row, so she could be okay because he is terrible in that second position. And so is he. So I could really use a good second row character. Well, he's a good second row character. I've already got a Plague Doctor. Battlefield Medicine, so he at least has a heal. Looks like it will... Oh no, it's just a heal. So I might actually be picking him up because we are going to lose. It just cures Blight and Bleed. Actually, it's not a heal, but it's a way of getting stuff off. Interesting. Who can she attack? First 3. That's a self buff. So I might take this one. Not allowed to visit the brothel because she has deviant taste. Interesting. So we'll take Sydney.
To those with a keen eye,
I guess I'll take this Plague Doctor as well. And let's go take a look at the guild.
Make no mistake, we will face ever greater threats. Our soldiers must be ready.
So the guild is where we can train skills. So if we put him here, you'll see that we can unlock different abilities for them. Now you can only have, like I said, so you know, these are the 7 possible jester abilities. And each jester that comes to town will have 4 of these 7. But, you know, if you have an ability that you like more than the others, you can pay gold to unlock that ability and then disable something that you're maybe not using as much, and then you know, use that ability instead. So this, because he could use it from the 4th row, it still doesn't work very well. What he needs, so what kept happening with him? He kept getting put in the 3rd row, but he couldn't attack. He could only attack enemies in the... So these are just buffs. So his only other attack is this, and he can attack something in the 3rd row. Because this he can only attack the 2nd, you know, the first 2 enemies. This would at least allow him to attack someone in the front row from anywhere. So that might be good. But before I do that, I'm going to use this to lower the cost. And I might be able to do it again, actually. This allows me to upgrade the skills to rank 2, and this allows me to... I'm going to lower the cost again.
A strict regimen is paramount if one is to master the brutal arithmetic of combat.
And I am going to train him with this. So this is what it's telling me, basically. You can only have 4 active skills at a time. So if we go to him, what we will do is we will turn off probably this solo. I don't know, I kind of like that actually because it debuffs them all. If I get rid of Heroic In, we'll just try this for now and turn that on instead. So his preferred targets are there, that's great. And let's see, what else? So this is a sanitarium, and that's what I need to unlock to get rid of his rabies that he has. But so we got to take care of Baudry here. What is she like? She's got all kind of good Slayer stuff. And she will only visit the brothels, so she can't go here. So we go to the tavern. And thank goodness that our caretaker is not in the brothel. So we will put her in the brothel. That'll cost 1,500 gold. We'll get her stress down. I think I'm going to leave everyone else alone. I might even like to get Dismas a little bit more relief, but I think that's going to do it for this video. Next time we'll put together a new party and we'll go out on another mission. But in the meantime, thanks for watching. If you like what you saw, please click the like button. If you want to see more, hit the subscribe button, and I will be back soon with another video. Thanks, everyone.